A square wire loop of side 2A is placed with a side parallel to a very long wire as shown. The loop and wire are both in the RK plane, and the distance from the long wire to the center of the square is D. A current IL flows counterclockwise around the square loop, and a current IW flows towards the -K direction along the wire. What is the direction of the total force on the wire loop? Well, using the right hand rule, so pointing your thumb in the direction of the current in the wire and curling your fingers towards the magnetic field acts in a -θ direction. So that's also the case around this entire loop. And from the Biot-Savart law, you can derive the magnetic field in a direction perpendicular to this wire as a magnetic permeability by the current in the wire on 2 pi by the perpendicular distance from the wire. And by the right hand rule, that acts in a -θ hat direction. So recall that the magnetic force is the integral of the current, in this case being the current in the loop, by the direction vector in the direction of the current, cross the magnetic field. So on the bottom part of the loop, we have the differential vector to the right and the magnetic field going into the screen. So by the right hand rule, the magnetic force acts in a vertical direction, and on the top part of the loop, the magnetic field goes into the screen and the vector in the direction of the current goes to the left. So by the right hand rule, the cross product results in a force acting downwards. So in this case, the magnetic force is smaller than that acting on the bottom part of the loop, because the magnetic field drops off in the radial direction. And on the left part of the loop, you put your palm in the plane of the magnetic field vector and the differential vector in the direction of the current. So ds cross B results in a force pointing inwards. And similarly on the other side, we have B going into the screen and ds in the upward direction. So ds cross B results in a magnetic force vector pointing in this direction. So by symmetry, the force on the left part of the loop and the right part of the loop is equal, and therefore the net force is in the positive R direction. And now let's copy this to reuse it and go to part B. So what is the magnitude of the total force on the loop? Well, using the fact that the magnetic field has a magnitude and direction that's constant on the bottom part of the loop, we have the magnetic force is the current through the loop by the length of the wire, and the length vector is in a positive K direction, and we take the cross product with the external magnetic field. So that will be minus mu naught by IW over 2 pi by the distance from the wire to the bottom part of the loop, which is D minus A. And the magnetic field goes into the screen. So K cross minus theta by the right hand rule results in a unit vector in a positive radial direction. So what we get, if we cancel 2, is mu naught by the current in the loop by the current in the wire by A on pi, and that's multiplied by the reciprocal of D minus A. And the magnetic force in the top part of the wire acts in the opposite direction, so therefore the only thing that's going to change is the direction of the length vector, which is negative, and the distance of that part of the loop, which is D plus A. So we get a -1 on D plus A. And that's the magnitude of the total force on the loop, because the forces on the left and right part of the loop are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Now let's go to part C, where we assume that the distance from the wire to the center of the loop is much larger than half of the length of the edges of the square loop, so we can treat the square loop as a dipole with the magnetic field evaluated at R equals D. So what is the force on a dipole? So using our result from part B, we can write the force as mu naught by IL by IW on pi, and we can simplify this expression to D plus A minus D minus A, so we get 2A in the numerator, and we have 2A squared, on D minus A by D plus A, or D squared minus A squared. So where D is much larger than A, we ignore this term. So therefore, our magnetic force is approximately this result, and as we saw, it acts in a radial direction. So in other words, at this center point over here.